This is a video on formwork. Introduction to formwork materials on site. Now, what is a formwork? Formwork is a temporary or a permanent mold into which concrete is poured so that concrete gets the required shape and size. Now, few commonly used formwork items are as follows: beam bottom, vertical prop or a munda, topi, joist or a chavi, steel joist or a span, steel plates for the slab, wooden ply for the slab, side planks for the beam, and shikanja. These are the materials we are going to see in this video. Beam bottom is a wooden plank of around 25 to 30 mm thick when it is both sides plain, and usually 230 mm or 9 inch in width, or a ply 40 mm thick with only one side plain, which is used at the bottom of the beam. This is a piece which we can see beam bottom. This is how it looks when this side is plain, and this is the another side of the beam bottom. This is another view of beam bottom which we can see here. Now here this is another view of beam bottom. This bottom side here is plain. The top we can see it is not plain, and this total thickness we can see here is 40 mm. Now this is a steel prop. This steel prop, which is mostly used vertical to support beam bottom or slab plates. Its length is 2.5 meter and can be extended to 4 meter. The length is adjustable, so it can be changed as required on site. This is another view of steel prop. This is a joint which had shown in the steel prop. This is a joint, and from this at this joint the adjustment of the length is done. Here we can see this piece which is attached to the column here is called topi, and this is a piece of beam bottom. This is a beam which is cast, so you can see that at the bottom of the beam this piece is there, and so it is called beam bottom. This is the slab, this is the concrete column, and this is, you can see the concreting has been done. So, and what is important here is this topi is first fixed to the column, and on the top of the topi this beam bottom is placed on the side. Now here we can see in this picture this vertical wooden piece, the small vertical wooden piece here, and another small vertical wooden piece here which is attached to the column is called topi, and on the top of the topi this beam bottom, this horizontal piece is called beam bottom, which is placed here. You can see another beam bottom here. This is another topi which is attached to the column. Here there is another piece, this is another beam bottom, and here you can see the props are attached to the beam bottom, and here they are fixing the prop to the beam bottom. Here also there is another beam bottom. So this is how the work is done on the site. Here you can see the beam, the topi is attached to the column, and the beam bottom is not yet fixed. These are the steel plates. The steel plates are used for the slab, and usually they are 60 centimeter by 90 centimeter. So that is 2 feet by 3 feet. So this side is 2 feet and this side is 3 feet. So these are the steel plates which are used for the slab. This wooden piece is called chabi, or it is a joist, a wooden piece. This is rectangular in cross section, and this is sometimes called a chabi or chavi on the site. It is 5 to 6 mm by 5 to 6 centimeter by 7 to 8 centimeter in cross section. Length is not fixed. You get the chabi in different lengths on the site, but the cross section is almost fixed and it is rectangular. This is a steel steel joist or a span. The actual length is 2 meter and it can be extended to 3.5 meter. From here this can be taken out, and this length is adjustable. You can adjust it from 2 to 3.5 meter as required on the side. So this is how the steel joist looks like. Here this is another view of a span or a steel joist. It is now here, it is closed. From here we can take it out. This is a view of slab and beam formwork from bottom. These are the steel plates which are used for the slab, and this plate is resting on the span or a steel joist, which you can see here, and this steel joist is further supported on the steel prop, which we can see here. These are the steel props. This piece is a side piece of the beam, and here this is a beam bottom, and here we can see few wooden props. This is the top view of slab and beam formwork, how it looks from the top. Here the steel has been pressed for the slab. Here we can see the cover blocks of the slab. The few cover blocks can be seen. This is the steel in the beam which is placed. This is the steel of the column which we can see here. So this is one view of the slab and beam formwork, how it looks when the steel is placed. Here this is another view of slab and beam formwork. Now this piece is a side piece of the or side plank for the beam. So from outside it is not plain, but from inside this is also a side piece of the beam. From inside it is plain. This is also, here we can see the side piece of the beam which is there, and it is not plain. These vertical rods here are of the column, and we can see here this is the steel of the slab. This is another view, the bottom side. This is the beam side piece, and this is the vertical prop. We can see the vertical props here. Very small little plate can be seen here. This is the plates here, and this is a vertical prop. Here this is a wooden prop, and all these wooden props on the top, this is a beam bottom. They are supporting the beam bottom. The wooden props are used here to support the beam bottom. This wooden prop, this wooden prop. So this piece which is running here is a beam bottom, and this steel piece which is attached here, or this piece which we can see here, it is going like this, or the piece which is going here like this, or this is another piece of steel which is here going like this. This steel piece is called shikanja. We will see it little later again. Now this is another top view of slab and beam formwork. Now here you can see the steel is not yet placed, and here the wooden planks are used for the slab. Here you can see the single piece of a wooden ply. Here you can see the steel is placed of the slab. Now this is the beam side piece or a plank, how it looks from outside. This is the beam side piece from inside. From inside it is very plain, and this is the piece of beam bottom here. This is another view of slab and beam formwork. You can see here the steel has been placed for the slab. These are the beams. The beam steel is placed. This is the column. Here the steel for the column is placed. Now this is the side piece of the beam. This plank is the side piece of the beam. Now here we can see wooden props are used to support the beam bottom and the slab, and these wooden props are on the side are called as mundas. Here also we can see wooden props are used, and at the end here there are few steel props. Here there is a, this black color is a steel prop. So on the side sometimes steel props are used and sometimes wooden props are used, and in The labor calls it mundas on the side. They don't use the word prop. This is a piece which is called as shikanja, and this strip which is we can see here at the center, the strip at the center can be adjusted, and this is used so that the ply of the beam or the column, it does not bend. So this is a shikanja which we saw it in the formwork already. This is another view of shikanja. So here I have shown the basic materials which are usually commonly used on all the sites, and how the slab and beam formwork is cast and what to check in that we will see it in the next video. So be a master. Thank you.